Jimmy Butler sounds off on Heat has problems amid season struggles. The Miami Heat are currently 27 games into the 2022-23 NBA season, and no one expected them to be under .500 at this stage, but they are 13-15 as of December 14. The team is currently ranked 10th in the Eastern Conference. After failing to make any off-season acquisitions, it was reasonable to conclude that the Heat grew worse by losing P.J. Tucker to the Philadelphia 76ers, while clubs like the Boston Celtics got better by dealing for Malcolm Brogdon. Knowing it would be this tough was another thing. Among the myriad of issues that one could point to as Heat struggles, their star forward recently revealed what he believes is the team's biggest problem, and it wasn't their offense. I've never said, and I don't think anybody would ever tell you, that offense is our problem. We lose track of what we have to do on the defensive end at times, which is why we lose so many games. But when we lock in and we guard, we know we gonna score, Butler said, H.T. Brady Hawk. Miami Heat has offensive struggles. While the Heat rank 27th in the NBA in offensive rating, Butler suggests that that's not the team's problem and that it starts on the defensive end. Defensively, the Heat rank in the top 10 at number 8 for their defensive rating, which statistically is hard to correlate with Butler's statement. Defensively, Miami hasn't been bad. In fact, they are among the league's best in that category. An important note for consideration with the struggles the Heat are facing is the supreme amount of injuries they have been plagued with this season. Butler, Tyler Herro, Kyle Lowry, Bam Adebayo, and more have all missed multiple games this season. It could just take time for the team to hit its stride offensively, similar to the Brooklyn Nets, who are now surging after early offensive struggles. However, it does remain clear that Jimmy Butler could use some scoring help and that Adebayo and Herro are hard to count on. Some nights either of them could have 30 points, and the next, they'll be lucky to score 13. One NBA executive recently told Heavy Sports that Bam's inconsistency offensively could be a cause of frustration for the Miami Heat. When Bam plays aggressive, and when he is playing like he is the best guy on the floor, he is a top 10, top 15 player. But he doesn't always do that, does he? You could see it during the conference finals against the Celtics when he was aggressive. Boston had no answer for him. That Game 3 up in Boston, he was unstoppable, 31 points on 15 for 22 shooting. But then he'd have games where he takes 4 or 5 shots. I think there is some frustration from the team that he doesn't bring that aggressiveness every night. If he is the best player and Jimmy Butler is the number 2 option and Tyler Herro number 3, that is a lot better team than when Bam lets himself be the 3rd option, the Eastern executive told Heavy Sports. Jimmy Butler's status for Heat-Rockets game. Jimmy Butler is on the injury report for Thursday's game between the Miami Heat and Houston Rockets. On Thursday night, the Miami Heat will be in Texas to take All-Star guard Jimmy Butler is on the injury report, but he is listed as probable, which means he will more than likely be in the starting lineup. Underdog NBA, Jimmy Butler, injury management, listed probable Thursday. 110-108 win over the Oklahoma City Thunder in Oklahoma. He is currently averaging 21.7 points, 6.7 rebounds, 5.9 assists and 1.7 steals per contest in 18 games. In addition, the former Marquette star is shooting 52.4% from the field and 36.8% from the three-point range. The Heat come into the night with a 14-15 record in their first 29 games, which has them tied with the Atlanta Hawks for the 8th seed in the Eastern Conference. Over the last 10 games, they have gone 6-4 and are currently in the middle of a 2-game winning streak. On the road, the Heat have struggled, going 5-9 in 14 games outside of Miami, Florida. Last season, they had the best record in the Eastern Conference, so the slow start to 2022-23 has been disappointing. As for the Rockets, they enter the night in the middle of a 2-game winning streak after beating Giannis Antetokounmpo and the Milwaukee Bucks and Chris Paul and the Phoenix Suns. They are 9-18 in 27 games, which has them as the 14th seed in the Western Conference. At home, the Rockets have gone 6-5 in 11 games,